Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. So I think people are pulling for Hatsuit today. I think this guide might come in helpful and will probably be helpful in time to come as well. Irregardless of any, new majors or marksmen that, can be suitable for GR2 21. So in a nutshell, what I'm going to do is basically showcase the entire strategy because I don't think I've ever done that on my channel before. I've never showcased Gear 2, the strategy with Volka A1. So basically, Volka is a very unique talent on A1 where allies' redeployment time is reduced by 25%. What this means is that for most units, their original respawn time is 60 seconds. With Volka A1 in your team, you will get it down to 45 seconds. And that's the important part of Gear Rate 221 because the boss basically has a few things going on. First, there's this Shriek that deals damage based on 200% of your max HP. Only way to mitigate this is with Sadie, but you normally need to get her fully maxed out skills-wise to get here. So the easier way that people have been working around this is using Volka with the reduced respawn time, coupled with tanks that have the unyielding spell to actually tank the big hits. So this golden guard rolls in. The first thing that he hits, he will deal massive damage to both himself and the target. But the thing is that it doesn't matter because if you have an unyielding tank, the tank is just gonna take the hit and deal 70% HP damage to the golden guard no matter what. So as long as you have two unyielding tanks, you tank these hits, the remaining hit the other 30% of the HP, you can just use literally any random fighter or defender in the game and you will be able to deal with it. And then you have the usual guys over here that like throw stones and all that. Those are fine, we can deal with that. So yeah, that's the main strategy. We're gonna head right into it. As you can see, my Volka is not geared, Decimus is not geared, Baron is not geared because I don't need any gear of them. So for Decimus, you do need his unyielding skill to be maxed out. As you can see here, remains alive, continues to fight for 8 seconds. You need this max out, if not it'll be 6 seconds only and it won't be enough. And then Baron, same thing. You want the unyielding, you can see it's 8 seconds here. Awaken 3 gives you extra 3 seconds and you basically want this maxed out and an A3 at minimum. And then the rest of the guys don't really matter that much. You just need one unit with very good DPS. So I've chosen Eliza. Eliza is invisible by default, so it makes it very easy. And if you have Hatsuit, you can do the exact same thing as well. Only difference is that your redeployment time might be a bit longer. So you might want to bring in 2 DPS instead. So if you want to bring in 2 DPS, you just substitute out Atrox. Or you can substitute out who's the last guy? Cyrene as well. I just bought Cyrene here for cost regen in case you guys are struggling with cost somehow, but I don't see that as a problem. And then the rest of the guys are tanks. These 2 tanks do have to be a bit tanky. They are going to be staying there to help tank the hits when you're clearing out the mobs that don't roll in. And then Dolores, nothing crazy. You just need to make sure that you have her in Spirit Horn, which gives her 50% extra initial rage, which allows her to use her ultimate as quickly as the time that you deploy her. So that's all we have explanation wise. I will show gear again at the end of it, but I'm just gonna go straight to the run now. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is place down Eliza. She's gonna be killing the first 2 guys. Then I'll put down Cyrene as well for some cost regen in case you guys struggle with cost regen. And one thing to take note of is that Eliza has that special skill that after she kills a unit, you can see her attack speed goes up tremendously. So that's what makes her so useful in this particular stage. Now I'm just gonna slow down for a bit, wait for the boss to come out. He's gonna do his shriek, but with no unit on the field, so that's fine. Don't need to worry about anything. If you are running the Sadie strat, this means that your Sadie needs to have her ultimate up by then to tank through the hits. And you're gonna need a couple of healers to actually deal with this Earthshake portion. But we don't. We're gonna use unyielding tanks, which lowers the requirements for us tremendously. So wait for the boss to do his first set of slams. It always ends with 2 hands on the ground. Once the 2 hands come out, we place down an Unyielding tank. He's gonna go into Unyielding, but that 8 seconds is just enough for the next guy to collide into him. And you can see the animation. Once he collides, he's gonna do like a fade back movement. See the damage coming in. That's done. And we can just wait for these guys to start rolling in. You'll see the wind on them again. And then you can place down Oleg. And remember those guys that I mentioned that throw boulders? They throw it on your platform units specifically. So make sure you place your tank healer down first, which in this case we've chosen Vortex. And then we're gonna put Eliza down and also put Cyrene down just in case. So this guy didn't get catch by the we didn't let his animation roll, so that's fine. It's gonna give our Eliza a much needed boost anyways. And then we can place down Dolores. And once these guys come into range, we're gonna use her ultimate. Put down Atrox as well, get some extra damage going on. And Cyrene has done her course thingy. You can despawn her. Atrox is supposed to die there. And once the last guy dies there, it's actually safe for us to despawn Dolores, because Eliza's gonna be able to take care of that. And once you despawn Dolores by right, you should be able to despawn Oleg and all, but I was a bit slow on that because I'm trying to explain it to you guys. So before each rolling boulder shriek comes in, each set of these rolling boulders, you make sure your 2 unyielding tanks are up already. So make sure you follow my deployments. If you're using other unyielding tanks like Brokir or Torador with a second life or Abomination, just make sure that you have 2 of them alive before every rolling boulder wave. So we can place them right away this time around, but in the last wave, we have to place them at the very last second because the boss will be doing the Earthshake a lot earlier. So same thing here. Wait for these guys to roll in, despawn them, and then we are gonna put down Atrox to tank the hits. But we need to make sure that the boss does his slam first. Cause that slam does damage, it can instant kill our units if we don't have them killed. So that's done. Place these guys down. And it's gonna be done, and we can go ahead to put down Eliza here. And you wanna just put in Cyrene here in case you need that cost. And you can't put in any other platform units. Eliza is invisible, take note of that. But once we have Vortex down, we can then go ahead to, put down the units that we need. Cyrene might die there. Okay, that's done. Cyrene get the cost back. And then we're gonna need these guys to kill. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. And yep, we're done here. This is Sode down. And I think we can still put Cyrene here. We just put Vortex on the other side instead. So yeah, just learning from mistakes here.
Make it my redemption.
Dance with me. Attempt. Shall we dance? Join me in my meditation. Pull back.
At your command. Regroup now.
Another pick. Didn't see that coming.
We shall perish like all life. In another way around.
There we go, all done up. And we even get it for the Golem Shriek. So that's done, and this time around we have to be a bit more careful because the Earthshake happens before the guys even roll in. So we have to try to time this such that place it down as soon as possible. And you can, if you're on PC, hit the escape button to store it. If you're not on PC, you're on mobile, then you just have to keep your fingers on these units. There we go. This one is a bit late, but that's fine, probably.
Loyalty is alive. Need a gladiator. A deadly choice.
Okay.
You cannot.
So same thing, right? We're gonna use Atrox and Volka again. But this time around, we'll wait for this guy to roll to the front. Once this guy starts rolling as well, then we'll place Atrox down. And then same thing here.
Queen has arrived. The queen
Okay.
shall return.
Now we're just gonna wait for Decimus for a bit. Because Decimus is gonna store the boss for us. He's gonna go into his angry state for a bit. We need to trigger that before we can place everyone else down. Because this is a mostly epic team. Yeah, he's gonna go into his angry state here. Because there's no one else to attack, he's only gonna do it once. And it's gonna continue moving. That's when we can start placing in everyone. Eliza as well. Get Dolores in. And then start boosting for damage. You can put in Atrox.
Like all life.
If you brought in multiple DPS, then you can start placing them all down. It's gonna kill Atrox. Speed things up a bit for us. Yeah, this part's gonna take a while, but almost there.
I'll serve you right.
And there we go, that's done. So there's GR2 21, probably a guide that you can use for any heroes. You can substitute them. If let's say you're not using a hero like Eliza, maybe you're using a mage that takes more, that gives out more damage when you use their ultimate, then you will want to swap a Laurel in here and bring in 2 DPS typically, because Eliza is one with very low respawn time. You can swap out Atrox. Atrox is not needed here. You can swap out Cyrene as well. Cyrene is really just there because I'm concerned some teams might have more cost issues, especially if to use Laurel as well for the despawn, for the rage that you gain back. So yeah, damage charts wise, Eliza obviously right at the top, and then with Atrox following next. But yeah, that's the guide. I hope it's helpful. Hatsut will probably be very good here as well, because she has that burst with her ultimate to, you know, clear things up. I thought to make a epic only guide so that it's easier for, you know, everyone to follow. So we're gonna look at tank gear. Obviously I have them in the best sets that I can get. Isolde and Guardian's gear, and then Bastion Ring, same with Oleg. You can probably go a bit under with this. Then Vortex as well, got a Tears Bump on him. And then Cyrene is just a normal mana spring to get her ultimate earlier so that she gets that cost regen. Invigoration and Calamity on Dolores, and then the maxed out Spirit Horn we showed. Eliza on a very nice attack piece gear. You can see that quite a bit of flat attack here, which basically allows her to put out a crazy amount of damage. And Spirit Siphon on her. And then we're gonna have Atrox last. There's a simple Night Terror set. And a Flux Pendant for him to gain a lot of damage when he dies. So yeah, that's the run, and these guys have no gear as you can see here, so we're not gonna showcase that. If you do have any more questions, leave it down in the comment section below. More than happy to help, and I hope that's helpful for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.